Welcome to Fun Friday, everyone that's watching us live on Twitch and Mixer. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you're having a wonderful lockdown, if you're in lockdown. And if not, go out and get some sun while you can. Usually, we have our usual cast of characters, but we have a few different cast of characters today. Only because we got one or two people missing. Apparently Anthony's webcam does not want to continue to work during this broadcast, does it? But yeah, you can find all of us every single Friday on our live stream here on Twitch and Mixer. Myself, you can find me here at twitch.tv/Majishine and mixer.com/Majishine. Every Friday we do our co-stream, so you can find all four of the channels or whoever's available on that Friday hanging out with us. With us today, as per usual, is this very, very mustachioed man with a beard. I don't know where he came from. He kind of just snuck into the Discord chat and I can't get him out. But I guess I'd let him introduce himself.
What's up, guys? This is Randy over at The Fury X. You can find me over at twitch.tv/TheFuryX, mixer.com/TheFuryX, and youtube.com/C/TheFuryX. What up?
And in our third place position today is our resident Japanese guy. Even though he's not Japanese.
I'm not Japanese!
I'm not Japanese! Yeah, we got Anthony over at Tauntaun Gaming.
I assume that you wanted me to introduce myself. I can't understand you, man. I don't know if it's on my side or your side. But anyway, you can catch me over at twitch.tv/what's-a-tauntaun.
It's your side.
/Tauntaun Gaming.
But yeah, we've got a few things to talk about tonight, but real quick, we'll give you a rundown of what we're doing for the live stream. We'll be playing a little bit of Overcooked 2, and then jumping into a rousing game of Minecraft Dungeons, because we love... Rousing!
Sorry.
But yeah, we play into Minecraft Dungeons later. But first off, I wanted to talk about some stuff that's going on in the news when it comes to gaming, because apparently CD Projekt Red decided to go and break my heart again.
The Rona has claimed another.
And claimed yet again my precious Cyberpunk 2077. Delaying it until November.
Yeah, I'll admit, I was kind of sad about that too, because I was looking forward to it. Even though I don't express my interest in it, I was just thinking, man, it sucks. But what are you going to do?
It's one of those scenarios where it's a double-edged sword. I don't think I would be as disappointed if it was the first time it got delayed.
Mm-hmm.
With it being delayed a second time now, it's just like, okay, is this game ever going to come out?
Right.
And the good part about it is it at least makes it so that anybody who buys one of the next gen consoles will at least be able to get the copy on that new console and just start playing it on that console. So they'll probably get a better experience out of it, I'm assuming.
According to Shigeru Miyamoto, it's better to have a delayed good game than a rushed bad game.
Well, and if you read through some of the stuff that CD Projekt Red put out, they said everything's from a missions and quests and storyline and all the assets thing. Everything's done from that perspective. But a game on the scale that it is, I mean, it's Skyrim scale of a game.
In the future!
In the future. It's going to have a lot of bugs. And maybe it's a good thing that we don't see another game like Skyrim come out and just be full of just non-stop bugs. I I'd imagine you're still going to find tons of bugs. I mean, look how many bugs were in GTA and 5 and 4. And just those large scale games are always going to have glitches and bugs and random stuff. But it's nice to know that they're not rushing something to market just because profits say so.
There's a GTA 4? Man, I didn't know that. It's like, what?
But yeah, I'm bummed. I was hoping to be able to play it come September, but I can wait another couple months. It's not the end of the world. In other news, we got some really cool stuff coming out of EA this week. Apparently, they're bringing back Skate.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think my connection's stabilized.
Hey, welcome back.
Choppy mess.
That's good.
Anyway, you were talking about Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, we can go back to Cyberpunk real quick. What are your thoughts on the delay?
I mean, my thoughts are they should always put a finished product. Delay shouldn't be a stick. Like, there shouldn't be a stigma for delays because the studios, they need the time to put out that perfect project so we don't have another Fallout 76 or...
but Fallout 76 was finished.
Yeah, Fallout 76 was so finished.
Well, if you're putting like straight up just full updates where it's you update it, then yeah, it's not a finished game.
Yeah.
I think a part of development is testing and like many game-breaking bugs as there have been for a lot of games recently that have been released.
Mm-hmm.
Full games.
You do have to wonder, though, is this an attempt to mitigate crunch at this point? Or is it really just a matter of they're not comfortable? I would prefer it to be a little bit of both, because, I mean, I do wholly... What are you doing to your feed there, Randy?
I'm doing things?
Your OBS window has popped up all of a sudden.
I'm trying to fix it.
But no, I'm hoping that they're going the Nintendo route and saying, look, to mitigate crunch and to just be open and upfront, we're not ready. The game's not ready. We don't want you to play it like this. And Anthony's camera died.
Everything's breaking.
Everything's breaking over Discord today, isn't it? But yeah, anyways, it's going to be nice to play it when it comes out. I just really hope there's not a third delay, because after it getting announced when it did, having to wait almost a year and a half at that point to actually play it is going to suck. Because I really don't want to see it pushed out to 2021.
I don't think it's going to get pushed out to 2021. They're going to keep their word.
What happened to this?
Because maybe it was just that little bit of polish that they needed, and it was probably an internal debate for a long time as to should we delay this again, or are people going to lose faith in our product if we, delay it again? But I honestly think there's enough hype behind it, and everybody's going to want to, customize their penis, so they're going to wait.
They customize their genitalia, not just penis, genitalia.
In the game Cyberpunk 2077, you can customize your genitalia.
I plan to have a robo-dong.
What?
I hate coming out here.
Why do you hate coming out? Well, then don't come out here! You stay in your row!
But yeah, anyways, we'll try to get... Anthony, are you back with this, or are you gone still?
I think he's gone.
We can't hear you.
Me? Can't hear me?
No, I can't hear Anthony.
Oh, him.
Oh, look, all of Discord just shut down. Maybe it's a Discord problem, because I'm noticing it's been happening like to everyone in the call from time to time.
I'm flipped on yours. Why is that?
It's Discord. Discord does that. But anyways, moving on. We'll try to get Anthony back in the conversation as soon as we can hear him again. But moving on to okay, good. Yeah, EA did a presentation. Their kind of E3, their digital E3. I'm assuming we're probably going to see a few more of those. So they're breaking. It seems to be like a lot of the companies are breaking up what normally would have been a larger E3 presentation into smaller ones, and they're going to spread them out across the summer. But yeah, we're getting Skate back.
Yeah.
And now, I don't know what that means in the sense of, are we going to get a remaster of an old game, or are we getting like a legit Skate 4? There's been rumors out there. And this is the only reason I know about this rumor is thanks to Alana Pierce from Funhouse, who talked about the fact that she had some people on the inside of EA that did mention about the fact that what they're talking about could be a mobile port of a previous Skate game.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I wasn't really big into Skate. I feel like I'm more excited for the Tony Hawk remaster.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and that's obviously going to be awesome, but it's Skate's kind of a different beast, and it was definitely a very great Skate game when we had a period of time where there really wasn't good Tony Hawk games. Yeah. So for me, I'm excited.
Skate was the one where you basically, it was all fully customizable. You made your own moves.
Yep.
And that's how you got like really ridiculous things happening.
Yeah, I think Skate was a little less arcadey at times, but then at the same time, it got kind of arcadey. It's weird. It feels like it's not an arcade type of Skate game, but it is too. But it is super fun, and for those that were really into it, it's nice to hear that it's coming back in whatever form. Hopefully, it's not just a remaster, because I would like to see an official Skate 4 come out. And last but not least, I think the thing that we'll talk about last is we got to see some of the action and some of the features of the new Star Wars Squadron game. Yeah. So
I've been meaning to look at that trailer. I haven't looked at it because I'm too busy trying to replay through The Last of Us to play for The Last of Us 2 later tonight.
Yeah, it's to give you kind of a quick rundown for those that may have not have seen it. I'm pretty sure most people that may watch this would have seen it already. It's just like any other Squadron game, but they've really tightened up the way that you fight control-wise. You have a lot more control over your ship. It's not you're banking these huge long turns. You can 180 the ship. You can there's a lot more maneuverability that you see in the movies now available.
So Rogue Squadron is
it's just called Star Wars Squadrons.
Okay.
So
is that just okay? Anyway.
Yeah. They're not. Yeah, they're definitely. It's definitely not a sequel to the Rogue Squadron games.
Jesus. Anyway, so is this another kind of like a Battlefront 2 where you have ground troop fights and in the air fights, or is this like single player playthrough mostly, or what?
I think it might be Star Wars' answer to Ace Combat.
Yeah, it is all aerial combat.
So like TIE Fighter.
Yep. So you're gonna have your Imperial forces versus your oh my gosh, I forget what the Rebel forces. Thank you. Jeez, wow, I should know better than that, right?
I was like,
the non-Imperial forces?
The non-Imperial forces. But the way it's going to work, there's going to be a short story campaign where you can play either side. So you can be the rebels and go through that story on that side, or you can be the Imperial forces and go through the story on that side, which will make it.
So it's going to have a campaign and a single player, or multiplayer.
It's going to have two multiplayer modes, actually. There's a 3 versus 3 mode where it's straight out 3 versus 3 dogfights, and each class of starfighter that you pick has different, abilities and things that it can do. And then there's an all-out multiplayer dogfight where it's pretty much everybody on everybody.
Word.
So it looks interesting. I have a feeling that they're trying a little bit too hard to be a Battlefield game in a sense, which has me a bit concerned because it seems that they're putting a lot of
that's
focus.
what they were doing with the Battlefront games.
Yeah, it seems to be that they're putting a lot of focus on that multiplayer aspect, which is kind of sucks. Because I really liked some of the stuff that was single player in the Rogue Squadron games, but they're
it just seems in general like certain studios are moving more towards a fully multiplayer platform and away from the campaigns. Because I feel like there's this weird thought that like nobody wants single player campaigns anymore. Bullshit. But those were like the best things about games. Like I would always in the like early Call of Duty games, I played every campaign. Like and then it just slowly moved away from that. And I just think that was a mistake. Because there's a lot of the PlayStation exclusives this past like couple years have been amazing. Like Spider-Man, God of War,
Hell yeah.
And Horizon Zero Dawn were just like amazing games, and there's no multiplayer. It's all campaign, and everybody is waiting on bated breath for the sequels for all three of those. So
I think it just comes down to the studios today. Some studios are focused on those single-player experiences, some aren't. Some are looking for that ability to rake in through DLC or some kind of microtransaction or whatever, and EA's totally the company to do that.
What? We can just put out one game and just continuously put out new crap to get more money? What?
Yeah, that seems to be their MO as of late. I mean, they're hyper microtransactioning all of their sports games to a sickening point, honestly. And it seems to be they're doing that with the rest of the properties that they have licensing for. So it seems interesting. I'm definitely not day one purchasing that. I'll see how it goes and see if the story mode's worth playing. If it's not, I can't justify picking up unless it goes on deep discount.
Didn't they like do well with that one Star Wars game that came out?
Battlefront?
Jedi Fallen Order. Fallen Order.
The Fallen Order game was great. Yes, that was a very good
and that was
single player
EA,
Star
right?
Wars experience. That was, I think it was it.
EA published it, but I think
the developer was not
another
in-house.
studio.
No, I think the developer is. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that was not an EA developer. It was just a team that EA hired to develop the game.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I
It
could
was
be
so-
wrong.
Respawn.
Yeah,
So the
that
same
makes
team
at
who
least
did
sense.
Titanfall.
the single player campaign.
The same developer team that did Titanfall also did Fallen Order, and they did
Makes
an
sense.
impeccable job.
Yeah, it was a great game. But yeah, so we had some cool stuff this week. There's some more stuff coming up in the next couple weeks. There's a lot of stuff coming up in July, so we'll have even more to talk about.
I want my damn Yakuza 2! Give me Kiwami 2!
Anything, I don't think anything dropped on Game Pass this week. If anything, we've got some stuff that's going away. So that's kind of a shame. But Game Pass is, of course, always really great about getting good content on their platform. It's totally worth the money if you haven't bought it. And this is not a paid advertisement at all. I literally just love Game Pass that much.
Game Pass is great.
And then I think the last thing I'll talk about, and this is some more for the weebs in the group, Atlas, out of nowhere, dropped Persona 4 Golden onto PC.
I saw that.
There had been some
I did also
rumors that it was going to come out because they had some people that, of course, are really nosy online had found a Steam page for it that had been made and then had been taken back down. And then suddenly, just out of nowhere, it's like, boom, oh, it's on Steam. What? And if you haven't played Persona 4, it's definitely worth picking up Golden. Golden first came out on Vita, and it is the absolute best way to play Persona 4. Persona 4 plays almost exactly like 5. The story's a bit different. Some of the interactions when you go through towns and stuff are a little bit different than 5. It's a little less dungeon crawler than 5, but it's definitely totally worth the time to pick up. And the story is fantastic. It's very much a coming of age story for high school stuff, so it connects with a lot of people. So if you haven't played it, it's only $20.
Isn't that every single Persona game?
It's a what now?
Isn't that every Persona game he's asked?
I mean, yeah.
Like high school kids
Kinda,
take on the
yeah.
man or the zone, the dead zone, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but in this case, it's a much more small town experience. A lot of Persona 4 takes place in a very like small, out of the way Japanese town, where Persona 5 is very big city. So that's the big difference. But the story's fantastic. There's a lot of twists and turns in it, and the characters are, honestly, I love the characters in 4 more than I do in 5. There's some awesome character driven moments in it, and it's totally worth playing. $20 on Steam. If you haven't played it, picked it up. Even if you have played it, now you can go back and actually play it in HD, unlike trying to go through and play it on a PS TV. If you can find one. But yeah, until next time, that's all we have to talk about. We'll keep you in the know of what's going on with the channel. You can always find us, like I said, every Friday we do this live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, so at bit.ly/BFC YouTube, to check out all of our content from our recorded streams. And you can also, as before, find us on all of our main Twitch channels. Until next time, friends, thanks for hanging out with us. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.